NAOCA didn't start as a company. It didn't even start as a vision board, and it definitely didn't start as a business idea. It started when something I built for myself actually worked. And then other surgeons started coming to me and asking, how did you do that? Could I ever do that? And could you help me do that? That's when this stopped being personal and became a mission for me. I'm Dr. Tyler Goldberg, founder of NAOCA. And today, I want to tell you why NAOCA actually exists. Not the tagline, not the elevator pitch, the real reason. Because NAOCA wasn't built to sell surgeons something. It was built because Concierge Orthopedics saved my career. And I realized I couldn't keep that solution to myself any longer. NAOCA did not come first. TDG Concierge Services came first. I was burned out. I was misaligned. I was practicing in a system that punished quality. It speeded me up, and it slowly hollowed out the reasons why I went into medicine. TDG didn't give me motivation. What it gave me was infrastructure. It solved logistics on how to do things. It solved patient flow and communication and scheduling in my experience design for my patients. And for the first time, I could actually slow down without disappearing. I didn't want to hide anymore. I could practice the way I trained to practice. I could practice the way that I went to med school to practice. I could protect my standards, and I could actually enjoy being a surgeon again. And that was truly important for me. That's the part that people don't talk about enough, actually. It's Concierge Orthopedics didn't just change my practice, I think it saved my career. Once that became visible, the questions started coming. Other surgeons would say to me, I want what you built, but I could never do it. They would say, I don't have the time. I don't have the bandwidth. I don't want to blow up my group. I can't afford to get things wrong. I've got wife, kids, partners, loans. I can't gamble on it. And that's when I realized something very critical inside of me. The problem was never the surgeon. It wasn't the fear, or it's not their laziness. It certainly wasn't lack of vision. It was that I had found a solution and everyone else was being asked to reinvent it and discover that solution alone. They weren't asking for Concierge Orthopedics. What they were asking for was a way out of misalignment. They were asking for a way to slow down without being punished. They were asking for a way to practice exceptional medicine. They were asking for a way to protect their identity and a way to transition without burning any bridges. Surgeons came to me, were asking a way to do this without risking everything that they are already built. They wanted a parallel path. They weren't looking necessarily for rebellion or escape. They wanted something that was controlled, supported, in a transition to get them to where they wanted to be. That's when NAOCA stopped being optional. Most surgeons who try to reinvent fail for very predictable reasons. Number one, they underestimate how much logistical power this requires. You underestimate the logistics and you can get buried underneath it. The surgeon then will become the bottleneck, and then they will misjudge compliance decisions and they lose focus on their surgery because they're going to burn out trying to build something in the plane mid-flight. Reinvention isn't just hard because surgeons aren't capable. It's hard because they're trying to be a surgeon and an operator and a CEO and a scheduler and a marketer and a compliance officer and all so much more. That's not necessarily innovation. It's quite simply overload, and you need help to do it. It took me 22 subcontractors just on the business to set up TDG. And I already knew I had the answer for these surgeons because I did it inside of TDG and I proved it. Separate surgery from everything else. That's the insight NAOCA was built on. Let me be very precise. NAOCA is not a franchise. It's not a consulting deck. It's not a course you can take on a weekend. It's not a one-size-fit-all model for every surgeon in the country. It's not a leave your group play. NAOCA, it's infrastructure. It's logistics. It's compliance. It's systems that you don't have. It's training on how to present this to patients. It's a patient experience redesign, and that in turn will protect you as a surgeon. It's the scalable version of what saved my career. It's built so other surgeons don't have to pay the price and the same tuition and the sacrifice that I did. I could have kept this to myself, and quite honestly, it's fine to just keep to myself, but this actually saves surgeons' careers. If I would have kept this to myself, I would have become complicit in a system that is breaking surgeons. NAOCA exists because surgeon burnout is accelerating. Your reimbursement is declining every year, every month, because assembly line medicine is intensifying and surgeons are the ones that are quietly suffering. That's what we're taught to do, suffer alone. Patients, they're confused and they're underserved. So this isn't niche, it's systemic. And systemic problems don't get solved by lone wolves. They get solved by platforms, by systems. And that's what NAOCA is. It's a system. So is NAOCA right for every surgeon? Absolutely not. No way. It's for surgeons who feel misaligned, who care deeply about their standards, and who want to slow down without disappearing. It's for surgeons that believe exceptional care still matters to them and their patients. And it's for surgeons who don't want to gamble their career, but they're ready to think differently. So NAOCA doesn't promise easy. It promises you support, clarity, and protection while you redesign your practice. NAOCA is a solution. It's scaled for surgeons. I'm Tyler Goldberg, and if that resonates, go to orthopedic-concierge.com and take the quiz. See if orthopedic surgery concierge models are right for you.